Powered by Riverside FM.
What I'm trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
You're listening to WildFireRadio.com presents the Jerry Torres program. No bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion, just happy fun stuff. And now, here's your host, Jerry Torres.
Five-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Now go to that voodoo that you do so
Oh, man. What the hell? Oh, my God.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. Well, we have now about 7 more hours, I believe, till the world ends. Not really. It's just going to be this major storm that is coming our way. They're predicting 8 to 12 inches, and we're all going to be buried alive. No way out. Sorry, people. We've seen it in movies so many times. You know, it's our time. Oh God, we're gonna die. No, we're not, people. Anyway, just chill, relax. And oh God, what the hell, man? My soundboard is low. What the hell's going on? Oh my God, I gotta adjust it. He'll give me un momento, por favor. All right, up a bit. There we go. I think I got it the way I want it. Hold on. All right, let's do this now. Here we go. Now it sounds better. Yeah. So anyway, the governor of New Jersey declared a state of emergency, and my job at Amazon have not made the announcement for not shutting down the warehouse, which is ridiculous because if it's a federal state of emergency, they have to abide to it. Now, let's look that up, okay? I knew I should have had it up. Okay, hold on. The violations of not abiding to a state of emergency. All right, here we go. Okay. Now, violations of declared state of emergency include ignoring curfews, breaching travel restrictions, violating state home orders, and engaging in price gouging. Consequences range from civil fines of $5,000 to $25,000 per day in some jurisdictions, to criminal prosecution, including disorderly persons offenses with penalties like jail time up to 6 months. Okay. So, in other words, if my warehouse doesn't shut down, you're talking about disorderly conduct, felony and indictable offenses, operational violations. Now, this is what it means. Businesses operating in violation of emergency orders, such as exceeding capacity limits or operating when ordered to close, face heavy fines and potential loss of licenses. Now, at my job, I posted this on the VOA board, which I'm going to read to you right now. Now, some of my fellow coworkers have written this, like this one named Nick. I'll just name him Nick. Okay. Now, he wrote, the governor said that she's going to be suspending New Jersey Transit Sunday into Monday. How is night shift going to get home? Is management going to give us all rides home? I'm not going to be stranded at Amazon because I have no way home. A state of emergency has been issued only to be on the roads if absolutely necessary. Please let us know what's going on as the night shift is going to be headed in soon. Also, many of us have put up with the same questions with the same information, yet no one has answered. Okay. And now this other lady named Jennifer, she wrote, just watch the governor of New Jersey placing under the state of emergency. She said no commercial or personal vehicles are permitted to be on the roads. Does that mean Amazon is closed Sunday? I know they canceled my flight this Wednesday already. All right. Now, all right. So let's see. Gordon wrote, is that blah, 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 blah. All right. So then I wrote, now federal, state schools, and other companies are being wise to close Sunday and Monday. They care for their workers' lives. But Amazon is really waiting till the last millisecond to be wise and considerable. Okay, let me read that again. Okay, sorry about that. I had to drink something. All right. Federal, state schools, and other companies are being wise to close Sunday and Monday. They care for their workers. They care for their workers' lives. But Amazon is really waiting to the last millisecond to be wise and considerable. If safety is the number one priority, then make it the priority. Close the warehouse down for 2 days. But I guess a package is more important than a human life. And I got like 79 reviews over it. So now here's the thing, and I'm going to put this on the board very soon. Now, let me see here. As a matter of fact, I am going to type this now, and I'm going to post it up there. Okay, so now disobeying, specifically failing to comply with orders from authorized officials, police, emergency, and manager can result in immediate legal action. Now, these, I'm going to copy this and then post it on the VOA board. All right, so hold on for 1 second, people. So, all right, now they have this. Winter Storm Fern resources are available now. Visit the Help, My Human Resources Workplace Disaster Relief Support page for information on pay, time off, support services, and assistance. Okay, but that does not say we're going to shut down the warehouse. All right? I don't know why they post that. So now I'm going to write this on the board without malice or, prejudice by any means. So here we go. Violating, hold on, let me get there. Oh, wait. Oh, man, that was capital letters. Oh, man. That's, yeah. Okay, here we go. Violating. Okay, my spelling should violating a state of emergency. A state. Well, damn it. There we go. All right. Violating a state of emergency. Okay, here we go. Emergency. And here we go. I'm going to go down a bit here. All right. Disobeying. Let me go down here a bit. Hold on, people. All right. So this is what I put up there. All right. Operational violations, businesses operating in violation of emergency orders, such as exceeding capacity limits or operating when ordered to close, face heavy fines and potential loss of license. Disobeying orders, specifically failing to comply with orders and authorized officials, police emergency management can result in immediate legal action. So, in other words, if Amazon does not shut down, they are now violating a order. Oh God, what the hell is wrong with my thing here? There we go. So please do the right thing and close for everyone's sake. Okay. So now I posted that. I'm going to post it now. Okay, so now basically violating a state of emergency. And I wrote the operational violations and disobeying the orders. So please do the right thing and close for everyone's sake. And for everyone. For everyone. All right, so here we go. Choose the category. Safety. Ooh, safety. There we go. And unhappy. Acknowledgement. Post. Bingo. Okay, so now I posted it. So now I posted it at my job. Now, mind you, I didn't write it in anger, malice, prejudice. What I meant by prejudice is, you know what I mean? Like not being racist towards religion, you know what I mean? Or color it like that, because I am not that. But it is to the point where a major company such as Amazon, I'm about 30 minutes from my job. Okay. And my fellow coworkers that I know, they always tell me stories like they're 45 minutes away, they're like an hour away. And my heart goes out to them that they have to drive that distance. You know, I'm 30 minutes away. I take 295, I cut through Bordentown, then Hamilton, then Hillsboro, then bam, right in, not Hillsboro. Anyway, right into, I take the scenic route. Sometimes I take 295 straight on. And there's a lot of stop signs, you know what I mean? And a little bit of heavy traffic. And the back roads that I take, the scenic route is very narrow. And there's like 2 ditches on the side, especially on 295. It was like the last snowstorm that came by last month. I was driving 25 miles per hour all the way to work. And it took me like about an hour, at least that. And I got to work and I see other cars pulling in. Now, I know what the first thing they're going to say, but we plowed the parking lot. And you should come in because we plowed the parking lot. Man, that's the parking lot, not the highway, not people's neighborhoods. That doesn't make sense. You plowed the whole parking lot? Wow, wonderful. We salted it and we put the molten lava to make sure the snow and ice is all melted for everybody to come into work. What about the people that, listen, that don't have proper plowing in their neighborhoods, their streets? You know, what if they don't basically do a thorough job in many streets, roads, you know what I mean, and proper roadways, because they have not done a good job lately in the state of New Jersey? You know, there are areas that, here's a priority, 295, Pennsylvania Turnpike, that's a priority. If it's your neighborhood, we'll do it after 4 days. I mean, that's my neighborhood. They do it once over, maybe twice, and then that's it. And then we got to wait another 3 days before they really do a good job. If they clean the parking lot, do you think it's going to make any sense for anybody? Hey, people, still coming to work. We got the parking lot clear. Really? There's a major tsunami snowstorm for the next 2 days, and you really want to come into work. You have people that don't have the hours. You have people that are like living like 30 minutes, an hour, 45 minutes away. And they don't have SUVs. They don't have 4x4s. You know, they don't have a vehicle with tank tracks. You know what I mean? Some people can't afford all-weather tires. Listen, my car is a 2013 Black Dodge Challenger, and it has all-weather tires, all the four. And let me tell you something, they're great. My car is not designed to go through like 3 foot of snow. Even with all-weather tires, it has to be with all-weather tires. The snow has to be at least a half a inch of snow, maybe 2, to get through it. It can get through it. But when you're talking about like 8 to 12 inches. Hell to the effing no, is not going to make it through. This is what angers me about companies like this. Every other company has announced it, you know, hey, we're going to shut down schools. We're going to shut down businesses. We don't want anybody. State of emergency means nobody on the road. I have friends that work for state, and right now they're being prepared. I have a couple guys, my neighbor up the street, my brother especially. They pack their bags with extra clothes and food, and they're really stacking up with food, especially one of the guys I know. He's like, hey, man, convenience stores, I'm going to be in my truck all day because they're going to be out there all night long plowing, pushing snow and ice and everything. They're going to take turns. It's not going to be one guy, all right? But anyway, they're going to sleep at their companies, and they have to be because they by a state of emergency, if you're not working for the state plowing the roads, you cannot be on the road. If you are caught being on the road, you're going to pay a fine, and not suspension of your license, but they might tell you, okay, you can't get back in your vehicle. You have to get in our vehicle. We'll drive you home. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell? Yeah, all police will pull over anybody, especially in a state of emergency, not to be on the road. I don't want anybody, even my enemies, even the people that I don't fucking like, to be on the road and drive to work. So I wrote this on the board. Violating a state of emergency, operational violations, businesses, operations. Again, I'm going to read this again. Hot damn it, man. Excuse me. Maybe I should, if I do this chalkboard. Listen to that. All right. Do I have to scratch my fingers, nails through the chalkboard? Huh? Just for my company to listen? Oh my God. It's ridiculous. Again, I'm going to read this again. Violating a state of emergency, operational violations, businesses operating in violation of emergency orders, such as exceeding capacity limits or operating when ordered to close, face heavy fines and potential loss of licenses. Disobeying orders, specifically failing to comply with orders and from authorized officials, police emergency management can result in immediate legal action. So please do the right thing and close for everyone's sake. For everyone. Oh my God, man. Here, let me try to drill your ears. All right, there we go. Hold on. All right. There you go. Not deep enough. All right, let's try this one. Almost there. They should have announced it, especially, listen, oh God. I used to study this years ago. When it's a state of emergency, you have to abide to the orders of a state of emergency. No ifs, ands, or buts, no loopholes. No, wait a minute, there's a fine print. Wait a minute, there's a section in the Bible which states, no, none of that. I remember I used to work for a company where there was this douchebag boss I had. And now I heard he was in jail for money laundering and tax embezzlement. You know what I mean? He was basically hiding money. So he was serving 15 years. I'm glad he got what he deserved. Karma's a bitch. But I remember there was a snowstorm. He told everybody to come in. Everybody. Get in. If you don't come in, you're not going to get paid. He was a dick with ears, man. But then all of a sudden, nobody showed up. Everybody stood their ground and not show up. People got lawyers. They called OSHA. They called Channel 3, 6, and 10. And next thing you know, he was looking at a lawsuit, a major lawsuit, which could have made him flat broke because everybody had proof. Everybody knew he was a dick. And everybody knew that when it's a state of emergency, you cannot commit. He didn't care. Next thing you know, you got a letter, you got a phone call from officials. And all of a sudden, the people's lawyers were like, if you fire my client, you're going to get a major landslide of a major lawsuit in which you will not dig yourself out of. I mean, he was basically backed up against the corner, surrounded. He couldn't do anything. So what did he do? He shut down the warehouse. All of a sudden, a couple of days later, he tried to retaliate, tried to fire some people and everything else. But next thing you know, I quit. I couldn't take that asshole anymore. I couldn't take the job anymore. I can't work for a douchebag boss. I got up in his face a couple of times because of the way he was treating people. And then like 5 years after I left, I heard he got arrested, federal agents, for hiding money. He was hiding 800, I think it was $250,000. You know what I mean? He wasn't paying his taxes. He was like laundering money. He was basically just not putting the money back into the company. He thought he was slick. So he served, I think he's still in jail, but 15 years. 15 years. They took away his business license. He had to do after he gets out, he has to do community service. And again, he's like one of those guys that thinks he knows how to get out of it, but no. And for a major company like where I work at, I don't know. You're just like ignoring the state of emergency law. It is a law, damn it. You have to shut down. If you're telling people to come into work knowing that they live 30 to 40 minutes away, and God forbid they get stuck or get into an accident, and next thing you know, a tow truck or no other vehicle can get to them. God forbid if they die, if they're injured, and they're stuck. And what is their excuse? Oh, they told me to come into work. I had to, and it's like, and then all of a sudden, what's Amazon going to do? Well, we're going to have to not pay you for that day. Yeah. Okay. That's it. You know what I mean? If I don't hear anything by midnight, I'm going to use personal time. I'm going to use personal time for Sunday and Monday. Because I am not coming in to work, and my heart goes out to my fellow coworkers that I like, that don't have the hours. And I understand why they use their hours. They want to go home, they're sick, they have kids, they have an elderly. Like for me, my father is 90 years old. Me and my brother and this lady that comes by and takes care of my dad when we're at work. But my brother works for the state. He has to go out in snow, plow, and everything. So I have to stay home and watch my dad. The lady that takes care of my father, she lives not about a mile from me, but like I said before, her street is horrible at plowing. Excuse me. They do my county, my state they don't do an excellent job plowing anybody's streets. It's horrible, man. So I told her, listen, Sunday and Monday, don't come in and watch my father. I'm going to stay home and watch my dad when my brother goes out, and does his company's job, snow plowing. Don't worry about it. Blizzy, blah, 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 blah. She says, okay, and not only that, she goes, I don't want to walk in heavy feet. So it's like, that's why I said, stay home. Don't worry about it. Me and my brother will still pay you. So it's all cool. Okay. Be cool, dog. Oh my God. That was a smack. What the hell was that? I need something that can just say, let me see. Notice how, like, in the tone of my voice, that I'm not like yelling, screaming, showing anger. You know what I mean? Or what the hell is this? Hold on. Okay, that was dumb. Anyway, notice again, like I said, I'm not being angry, yelling, screaming, or doing. My tone right now is very calm, very low, but it's to a point where it's like, come on, man. Do the right thing. Shut down. Oh, my God, man. Sheesh, man. Here, I'm going to... Rah! Yeah! I'm going through paperwork. What? What is it? What is it? Whisper in my ear. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Ugh, Jesus, man. I was going to talk about stuff, which I will. All right, let's move on from this, man. As a matter of fact, let me just move on. Okay? I'm just hoping to do the right thing and just shut down the warehouse for 2 days for people's sake, man. You're not going to lose money. You're not going to lose money. People are still going to order stuff on Amazon, okay? Amazon is not just based in New Jersey. It's all over the world. So the company's still going to be making money, especially in Australia where it's the summertime in Australia. You know what I mean? Oh my God, we're going to lose money at the Hillsborough in New Jersey. Oh my God, what are we going to do? There's Amazons in other parts of the world with extremely hot temperatures. You know what I mean? So we'll be making the money. We'll be fine. My God, man. Yeah. Oh God. Oh my Lord, man. I am really trying my best. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, I'm gonna lose my temper. Oh, I'm gonna get angry. Nope. Nope. Think again. I'm just being upset at a company where it's like a package is more important than a life. Man. What the hell am I doing? Oh, wait, hold on. Now I got it. Hot damn it. It was cold outside.
Would you like to stay for some tea?
Well, of course I would. Thank you.
Well played, chum.
Thank you. Why the hell are you guys talking British?
Cheerio.
Shut up. All right. Anyway. Oh, God.
Psst.
What is it? Whisper in my ear. Wait, okay, good. So what's that? I'm coming your way. Shut up. Okay. All right. Back off. Take care of him. All right. Thank you. Anyway. Oh, God. So, yes, like I said, Friday, went to the dentist, took my car there. And listen, you know what? I'm taking off tomorrow. F that. So, but there's no NFL. Oh, my God. There is 2 games tomorrow. I might watch that. I'm going to be bored out of my mind. Wait a minute. Let me go on the NFL. Oh, okay. Is there an NFL game? NFL. All right, let me see. Is there any games? Yes, tomorrow, 2 football. Okay, so now I got a reason to stay home. Patriots and Broncos play at 3 o'clock, and the Rams and the Seahawks play at 6:30. Okay, so good. So then I got some football. All right, good. And I made sliders. So let me see. I was going to make cheesesteaks today, but I was like, nah. Oh, God, man. Yeah, I'll probably make cheesesteaks on Monday. Yeah, why not? I'll probably make them for dinner, Oh, God, man. I don't get it. What time is it? How much hour time? Oh, I got plenty of time. Goody gumdrops. Okay. So, yeah, I got a feeling that I'm not going to be going to the gym for the next 2 days. Actually, 3. I don't go to the gym on Sunday. That's like my day of rest. But come Monday, Sunday and Monday, I will be doing my 48-hour workout because I will be shoveling snow. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's going to be, well, what I'm going to do is shovel once every 2 hours, which means I'm going to bring down the layers as much as I can so that way I can have a path by Tuesday. You know what I mean? So I can get to work, so I can get out of my thing. And here's another thing. On Tuesday, I won't go to the gym. Now, the reason why is because I don't know how much they cleared the roads. I don't know how much of a job they did. Great. So to play it safe, on Tuesday, I'm just going to go straight to work. And then from there, maybe Wednesday, go back, do my usual routine. Okay. Now, the thing is about me, I got a feeling I'm going to be burning 40,000 calories. And then after that, I'm taking a Tylenol and, God willing, if anybody's out there have heart conditions, don't do it, please. Just play it safe. Oh, God, man. If you have any heart medication, you know what I mean? Just don't risk it. Don't risk it, please. So, yeah. So I'm going to be a very active person tomorrow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, man. Shoveling. It's going to be crazy. So I'm going to do my best to stay sane. Hot damn it, man. Anyway, so it's going to be my workout for the next 2 days. I'm going to burn calories. I might probably be sore as hell. But I got to make sure I got to knock down the layers by layers. So in other words, it's like as soon as I wake up, take a shower, eat, like drink, make my smoothie and drink my coffee. And then after that, put on my snow resistant suit and start shoveling and bringing down the layers once every 2 hours. So in other words, like I said, the second I get up, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 in the morning, start shoveling. And then like wait 2 hours, go back out, do it again. And I'll probably keep doing it probably till like maybe 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. Because I got to bring down those layers, dude. I can't have like 50 feet of snow in my front yard or my driveway. But my neighbor up the street has a snow blower. I'll probably give him $20, if he sparingly or nicely let me use it. You know what I mean? Which was another thing. I should have bought a snow blower over the summer. I saw one. I was telling this to a coworker of mine and my buddy at my gym. Where this past summer, I was at Lowe's. Oh, and there was another one, Home Depot. But I was at Lowe's. There's a Lowe's near my house. And I was in there to buy some stuff because I'm planning to fix 2 doors in my house. I was buying the equipment and supplies, And next thing you know, there was a snowblower during the summertime. And I see it. It was $500. I was like, whoa, $500 for a snowblower? And I looked at it. It's not the oil gas mix. It's not electric. It was just a plain gas-powered average. It looked like a regular lawnmower, but it was a snowblower, perfect size. I was like, maybe. I kept thinking, I was like, maybe. I don't know. I said, when was the last time we ever had a heavy snowstorm? You know what I mean? Oh, that happens in Boston and Chicago, up north New York. All of a sudden, I was like walking past by, $500. Went to Home Depot again. There it was. I was like, Should I? Who needs it? You know what I mean? I was like, I'm good. All of a sudden, the 4th time I went, this was like in, what was it? July and August. Now, the reason why, before you went to the loan, hey, man, listen, I have some stuff to fix in my house. There were some tools that I can't find. So I had to buy new tools, and then I needed supplies for painting, all that other crap. I'm doing a lot of work in my house, people, so shut up, all right? Anyway, so there I was, and I see the lawnmower again, still $500. Regular gas-powered, and I was like, oh, man. I came close to buying it. But then again, something in my mind, dude, we haven't had a heavy snowstorm in quite a while. We don't live in North Dakota. I was like, you know what? You're right, voice. I am not going to buy it. Thank you. Now I feel like doing this to my voice. That's what I want to do, you asshole bastard. Why did I listen to you? And then like grab the whip. Come here. Shut up. Oh my God. Now, instead of having a snowblower, I'm going to do it the old school way and shovel. Oh, my God. I'm like just punching him in the mouth. Jeez, and then shooting him. And then hearing this.
K.O.
Oh, my God. Now, if you get a snowblower now, instead of $500, it's going to be $2,500. And then they'll say, but wait a minute, we have a sale. It's like, really? Yes, 2% off. What? 2%? It's like, that's not a deal. Oh, my God. Now there's a law against price gouging, So I know all these major companies and mom and pop shops know better not to do that. Oh, my God. I just, from here on out, what I'm going to do, if I see a snowblower this past summer, I'm going to effing buy it, dude. I'm going to buy it, put it in my basement, and leave it there. I don't care if I have to use it to get leaves, all right? Oh, my God. I could have had a snowblower and like, hey, that's no problem. Watch this. 2 minutes later, come back in the house. Now I got a shovel, stay out there for 30 minutes and just clear the goddamn way, man. Remember, people, when you see a snowblower for $500 or less, get the damn thing. I don't care if you live in an apartment complex. Oh my God. So a lady named, I'm looking back at the VOA board, and a lady named Love Leah, she wrote, LGA 9 has already declared a closure for night shift till tomorrow afternoon. How about EWR? Well, here's the thing. Again, I will be gone for 2 days because I am not risking driving to work on Monday, especially with the snow. It's still going to come down. All right. Again, I'm going back on this. So here it is what I'm watching right now. All right. So for the weather, I'm looking at the weather right now. All right. So everything's calm, cool, copacetic people. Everything's calm. Everything is nice. Everything is cool. All right. So as of Sunday, here we go. The snow starts at 2 a.m. in the morning. All right. It's going to continue. And then after that, at exactly 7 p.m., it's going to rain. Now, on Monday, around 12 a.m., everything will stop. Okay. By that time, I'll probably come into work because I know they're going to be plowing. So Monday, I will go back. But Sunday, I am not coming in. All right. I'm not coming in on Sunday. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to take any chances. But if the lady cannot come in, I will take a Monday off as well, just to take care of my dad. All right. Oh my God. So anyway. Holy God, man. Let's go on to something better. All right. Olivia. Let's go on with that. Today I went to Acme to buy, some tea and some cup of soup and stuff like that. While I was there, I was at the cashier, and there was this very cute woman working at the cashier. I don't know, she looked kind of young. And next thing you know, I was flirting with her, and she had these very nice, she had a really cute face, and yeah, it's like every man does. We look at the butt, the butt was like, I gave it like a 8.5. I was like, okay, and she was very nice, and we started talking, flirting a little bit, going back and forth, a little banter here and there. And I compliment her on her fingernails because they were very well painted. And then she goes, so you ready for Valentine? You ready for the snow? She's like, oh God, no. Are you ready for Valentine's Day? She goes, no, I'm not ready for Valentine's. I don't have a man. And I looked at her and I said, well, you have a man now. And she looked at me with this big, beautiful smile. And then she said, comparisons to hands. We touched hands and stuff like that. And she was saying how her hands were cold. And, I said, oh, come here. And I placed my hand over her hand. Nothing crossing the line of sexual harassment, people, because there were other people there and cameras over. All right. So next thing you know, we started flirting a little more here and there. And first thing I kept saying was, like, I knew she was of legal age. All right. So calm down, people. But I didn't give her my number. I said, listen, I'll see you around. And I left. The worst thing you could do is like be desperate, overly anxious, because of my history with women, I give a number, they never call, or it's like the thousand lame pathetic excuses as every man will call them from women that love to do that. I kept like not regretting, but I was like, man, I've been through so much shit with women. It's like I'm gonna hear the same fucking excuses over and over and over again. Nothing's changed, nothing's different, Or they're gonna get that, oh, I don't know, we should date because or baby, this and that and the other thing. Because I'm a woman, we love making stupid excuses, try to talk our way out of it. You know what I mean? We're good at that. God. I'm not the only guy that's going through this. In a way, it was like on one side, I'm just thankful I didn't give her my number because, like I said, she's probably going to be one of those stupid, uneducated women that don't know how to use a goddamn phone. Or another one of those women that don't know how to conversate or let alone make plans. Or those ones that you give the number, but they never even bother. And so on and so on and so on. I did regret it for a little while. I went home. I was like, damn, I should have given my number. Oh, wait a minute, Jerry. This is what you went through with women. Remember the stupid, uneducated ones? They have a phone in their pocket, but they don't know how to use it. But when their girlfriends call, oh my God, they're on the phone for 40 hours. They're always making plans. Oh, girl, this, oh, girl, that. This is what happened today. I don't know how to use a phone. The only time I know how to use a phone is when I go through the social network and play a game. That's the only time I knew how to use a phone. Oh, I saw your number, but I was in the middle of a game. I was learning how to read. Yeah, I don't know how to read. I don't know why I bought a phone. Maybe I should go the old school way. You know what I mean? Like carrier pigeon, smoke signals. Because I'm a woman. We don't know how to use the phone. And then this other voice was like, yeah, Jerry, you went through a lot. You went through a lot. Give her the good impression. Like this other voice came in my mind. I was like, damn, Jerry, you've been through a lot of women in your life. You know the game. You know how to play it. You did the right thing. You left her a good impression. You say you want to be, I'll be her man. You said it to her, she put a big smile on her face. Second, you compared hand sizes and everything, and then, you being you said something, flirty, and he was like, yeah, a man loves a woman and loves a woman with big hands, And then you said this, well, listen, Olivia, you have a great day. I'll see you around. And you walked away. You left a good impression. She's probably thinking, oh my God, he's into me. Oh my God, hope to see him again. Now she's probably thinking of you like you are thinking of her. Now, had I done that, got in my car, drove back, and said, listen, you're very attractive, that would have been like desperate and scary, especially nowadays. So I'm thankful I didn't do that. So for me to leave her a good impression, leave her something in my, leave her thinking of me in her mind. I'm like, yeah, I got this girl. Yeah, you like that, baby? Mm-hmm. I know you do. Yeah, I left you a good impression. Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
You hear me, girl? Yeah, because I'm smooth.
Smooth jams.
You goddamn right. I am smooth.
Smooth jams. It's a great day to be alive. Ain't it?
Damn right. I mean, listen, I'm not saying I'm a player, I'm a dog, I'm a gigolo. I've just dated so many women in my life. I used to do that dating three women at once thing. Nobody knows nothing about my life. Nobody. Except my brothers and my cousins. They know what I went through with women. I was in that game where I dated like three women at once, or dated more than one woman, but each of them living far away. Talking to them, flirting with them, knowing the right things to say, compliment here, there, and I pretty much, just know how to talk to a woman, let's put it that way. And in this case, like I said, she worked behind the register. I don't know how old she was. I know she was probably in her mid-20s. And I was like, oh, man, she's really cute. She's very flirtatious. I like that. But again, I kept thinking, hey, listen, I left her a good impression. I left her a good impression by walking away. Again, I kept thinking, but if I give her my phone number, she wouldn't know how to use a phone immediately. Like, oh God, I forgot how to use a phone again. I'm sorry, can somebody give me a phone number, this paper with numbers on them. How do I use a phone? Because I'm a girl. I don't know how to use a phone. Jesus Christ. But then again, I'm thinking, wait a minute. I gave her a good impression. I left her a good impression. She's probably thinking, oh, if I see him again. Ooh, if he walks up and kicks game. Oh my God. Yeah. So, be that as it may, I left it at that. I listened to the second voice. I left her a good impression. I walked away, went home. Bing, bang, boom, bam. That's it. Hopefully I see her again. This time I'm going to ask her for her age. And if she says she's like mid-20s, yeah, I'll probably ask her out. Early 30s, hey, But if she's 18, no, like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, it's like, yo, girl, you too young. You don't know how to wipe your own ass yet. I'm sorry, but I'm legal of age. Yes, I do know. But again, you don't know how to wipe your own ass. I'm sorry. You still have to call your mom and dad to help you wipe your own ass. I need a girl that's legal to sit in the front seat. I need a woman that pays her own mortgage. I need a woman that's legal to sit at the bar drinking out of a glass instead of out of a sippy cup. And not only that, you're 18 years old. You know how to control your emotions, let alone what woman does. But I don't want to pull out a Ziploc bag of Cheerios if you're acting up, or whip out Bluey on my phone. Here, girl, calm down. Here, play this for a while. What happened to her? She was yelling at me and bitching at me because, I didn't buy her something. So all I do is whip out Bluey, and next thing you know, for the next 3 hours, it's me time. Oh my God, I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna face the firing squad after I said that joke. Yeah, here we go. Fire! Anyway. So we'll see what happens. I'll give it like this week after everything, the calm, the storm, and everything, the thingamabooba and the jigabee-bee-ba. I'll give it that. I'll give it a little more time. All right, because I know tomorrow I'm going to be shoveling. Oh, good Lord. May God be by my side tomorrow, because I'm going to need him. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with Olivia. I'll wait till, like I said, till the calm of the storm, and maybe by the end of the week, and I'll pop up again. And if she says what she says she is, she's of legal age. She's like lives nearby. If I see her smile and her cuteness, I will probably do something nice. Probably buy some flowers or something like that. Maybe ask her out on a date. Hey, why? Because I'm the J man. I know how to get a lady. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, my ladies that are with me know that I am. Ladies, am I the man?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think what I'm doing is really good kicking game?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, girl. So I'll let you know how it's going to be, because I hope me and Olivia, if she's older age, then I'll let you know how it goes. You got it?
So hot.
I know, baby. Yeah. All right, ladies, get the hell out of my room. You know how daddy is. When he's working, Papa Daddy don't like to be disturbed. You understand? Get out. Get out.
I'm about to
Get out.
freak out.
Anyway. Oh, my God. So I have shows in March and April. I have a February 14th show. It's a Valentine's Day show with Comedy Explosion. They haven't sent the information yet, but once I do, I will definitely post it up. I'll definitely go back to open mic this Thursday at Sasa Bien and do my 5 minutes up there just to, stay sharp, stay alert. Bam, boom, bing. All right. As for my movie that I'm working on, I'm going to work on 2 more scenes and just relax, get away from it, It's coming out the way I want to. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be a short movie. God willing, I hope I can make it at least like maybe 5 to 8 minutes long. I got to work on the intro. I got to work on the everything. It's a process. Editing. I already edited the first 8 scenes already, and I got another 10 more to go. Yeah, so the movie is coming out the way I wanted. The problem is the rewrites of what I wrote in each and every character. And thank God I went to film school for this and acting class, because that does happen. Rewrites do happen. When I wrote something in the script the way I want the character to come out and say it, next thing you know, I'm like, no, I got to reword it. Something about this scene I don't like. All right. And I had to rewrite what I wanted the character to say. And the scene of when the chemistry of the good guy and the bad guy come around. Because I kept thinking of the scene with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in Heat, the diner scene, which is a classic scene when it comes to bad guy and good guy confrontation. Because throughout the history of film, we have seen it many times where the bad guy loses it and the good guy loses it, or they yell at each other, death threats, or throwing something, or punches and kicks or shootouts. Or sometimes one is the cooler head and the other one is the heated head, And how many scenes have we seen that in many, many movies? Not Heat. In Heat with Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and the late Val Kilmer, a movie that I love immensely. The scene between these two are calm, cool, collective, and respectful. Very respectful. They're not yelling. They're not giving each other death threats. One is not pointing the finger. Not was one giving a snarl or like a raised face or stone cold face. It was like two men discussing each other's situations. Because Al Pacino is the lieutenant, is the professional detective. He's been through it all. And he likes the Robert De Niro's character, which Robert De Niro's character was a professional criminal. He's killed people, but he's robbed, he's stolen money. That's his life. That's his profession. He steals jewelry, money, and that's what he does for a living. And Al Pacino's character, who is a lieutenant police, homicide detective, been through it many times. That he's heard it all. He's been through every criminal. So, but the scene is they're at the diner and they're discussing. One say, listen, I could put you down, this and this. He's giving him an ultimatum. Listen, just don't take down scores. All right. Just walk away and I'll look the other way. Like it never happened. All right. I'm telling you, please. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to put you in jail. I know the whole line scenes. I'm not going to go do it. But Robert De Niro's character, rebuttals and goes, well, listen, I'm a professional criminal. This is what I do. All right. You see a Born to Lose tattoo on my chest, No, I'm going to take down scores. I need this money. Are you going to pay my bills? Are you going to put food in my mouth? This is what I do. And guys like you stop guys like me. But then after that, they were telling each other stories, their dreams, their lives, their personal lives. But it was very calm. In a way where like Al Pacino liked the guy so much where he was like, listen, dude, I could arrest you right now. I could take you down right now. But for some reason, something about you, I know there's a good side. Just walk away. Don't do this. But Robert De Niro's character, in a very calm, stubborn manner, he was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Let guys like you stop guys like me. I'll take down scores. You do what you do best. God, I'm not going to do the whole line thing because listen, I know it word for word. So every time I see that scene, I keep thinking of so many movies where the bad guy and the good guy have a yelling match, death threats, like in Robert De Niro's character in Untouchables, your family dead. I'm gonna burn your house to the ground. It's like, wow. Not Heat. And then in the end, here we are, a couple guys hanging out, having a cup of coffee, But in the end, there was a stalemate in a way where they looked each other into their eyes and said, well, it is what it is, and that's the way it's going to be. Till you see me, then you can stop me. Till I see you, I'm going to stop you. You do what you do best. Stop guys like me. I do what I do best. I take down scores. God damn it. I'm not going to do that whole thing. Jesus, man. It's such a classic scene. Damn it. Oh, my God, man. But again, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know. So all in all, Heat was, and so what I did with the script that I wrote, I kept thinking, I got to do that. And that's the thing, when I studied writing, You gotta. It's like again, you gotta do your research. Because you don't want to do a scene that's already been done. Because that's the problem with movies nowadays. The cliches are coming out of the woodwork, and they still are. Very rarely, extraordinarily rare, can you see a movie that's original. And that's what I'm doing with the script that I'm writing. Because I'm like, I am not going to put these two in a yelling, arguing match. No. I want these two like the scene in Heat, but like they're playing chess. Because when you play chess, you take your time, you understand each other's strategies and strategics, and you cautiously watch each other's moves. You know? Oh my God. It is hell on earth, especially when you're writing a script. So I had to rewrite it, and then I go to ChatGPT to help me change the little things. And it did. It did an excellent job. I was like, wow, I didn't know I could add that, And so what you do is you write the prompt, and so then I went on OpenArt and put the picture up that I had, and all of a sudden the scene was developing. It came out the way I wanted. I was like, oh, thank God, one take. Oh God, that's perfect. Now I know how it feels like for a director to feel. Hell, I'm like Clint Eastwood. One take, that's it. You know what I mean? Because Clint Eastwood, when he directs, he does not like, okay, we're going to do a second take on that. There was an interview with Matt Damon when they asked him that question about, especially when he did Invictus. And he asked, there was a scene, again, I think I talked about it in my previous podcast, but the scene was just one take, and, Matt Damon delivered, he did his thing. And then Clint Eastwood, who was directing, goes, okay, cut, that's it. Or let's move on to the next scene. And Matt Damon goes, but wait a minute, I know I can do better. Let's do the scene again. And then Clint Eastwood said, no, I really want to go home. You know what I mean? One take, that's good. Because Clint Eastwood has been known to is a one take guy when he's directing. If he sees the scene, the actor's delivering, the scene is perfect. He's like, okay, cut, next, let's do it. Yeah, because everybody wants to go home. It's like, I don't want to stay. Oh my God. So I hope everybody's ready for the tsunami snowstorm that's coming down. The tsunami snowstorm avalanche. Yeah, there you go. Oh my God. But anyway, so that's what I'm working on in my scene. And so far, so good. If I have the energy tonight, I'm going to work on 2 more scenes. And then after that, take a little break, because I don't want to get overwhelmed. Because that way I could clear my head and figure out how the next scene in the movie I wanted to come out to. And thank God with OpenArt and AI, it's immensely a lifesaver, because now I'm making the movie that I've always wanted to make. The script that I had for 2 years, that I had to do rewrites. I wasn't afraid to send it out. It was like, if I send it out, they're never going to read it. It's going to be in a stack of piles of other scripts that all these production companies have. Trust me, I've seen it before. Now you can email it, but still it's like, or send a link of your script, but it's like, oh man, how many scripts is that? 4.2 million now. I can't read them all. But now I can make my movie. And I would say under God's good graces, I could finish my movie, say by hopefully mid-February. It's all the credits. That's what I think that I need, more credits. So I'm really excited that my movie's coming out. Once I get this movie done, I will make the announcement, give the title of my movie. Once I get everything up and running, scripted, edited, and production from my side, I'll be so excited to upload it on every social network and everybody can see it. But here's another thing. I'm going to block the comments. That's another thing I'm going to do, because I really don't want to hear it from the negative assholes that are like, dude, what kind of movie? Dude, that sucked. Of course, I know there's going to be people that are going to say they liked it and the immense positive messages. I would love that. Thank you. But when it comes to those negative jerk-offs that just like to insult, put down anyone's dreams or work, let me go by saying this. For you people that love to do that, that means you could have come up with something. While somebody else came up with it, created it perfectly in their mind. They have a wonderful imagination just like I do. And for those that like to put down, insult, belittle, negative criticism on other people's works, That means you couldn't come up with anything. The only thing you could do is play your game and upload it. That's the only thing you can do. And then next thing you know, you have 1 or 2 videos on your TikTok or Instagram page. While everyone else that's imaginative, creative, you put 1,000 videos up there. Welcome to my world. All right. So just enjoy, create, have fun with AI, do whatever you can, because now AI can make your dreams come to life. So you've got a movie in your head, do it, create it. The only thing is, when you learn AI, you got to study it. And that's what I'm doing. So learn it, master it, and I'm telling you, you become director, producer, and writer and actor in your own movie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. I appreciate everybody coming on and staying on. Thank you so much. And if you're out there tomorrow, please stay home. All right, don't risk it. Contact, just stay home. Again, don't bother going out. Don't risk going to work or anything like that. If it's state of emergency, abide by it. And, have people shoveling, helping out your neighbors. And just be safe. Stay warm, stay safe. And that way on Monday, this tsunami snowstorm can do it to another state, not ours. All right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say, I am an accomplished author. I've written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is LULU, or on Amazon Kindle. And it's an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or your laptop. And the book is only $4, people. So you're really not going to be breaking the bank. So download the book today and enjoy a good read. Chinese Food for Breakfast by Jerry Torres. Yeah.
So hot.
Also, listen to my good friend Latisse Mitchell's podcast, Tice Talk. She's one of my dearest and closest friends in the comedy business. I love doing stand-up comedy with her. She is great. She is hysterical. But she also has her own podcast show entitled Tice Talk. You can find her previous podcast shows on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube, or on iHeartRadio. She's in the works of making a comeback. Yes, her podcast show is about fun, life, family. She makes it hysterical as the same way she does on stage. So find Latisse Mitchell's Tice Talk.
In your face!
Tice Talk with Latisse Mitchell.
You just got pwned!
Tice Talk.
Monster truck!
Oops, sorry about that. Give me 1 second here. Also, listen to Gordo B. God, what the hell just happened here? Okay. Something just happened here. Okay, there we go. All right. Also, listen to Gordo B. His new song and album are just up right now. You can find Gordo B on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. You can definitely listen to his new hip-hop music, and it's a type of hip-hop music you can understand the lyrics to it. It's a type of hip-hop. It's like Diggable Planets, De La Soul, and Tribe Called Quest, all 3 in one. Poetic lyrics, so you can just understand what the hell they're saying. And it's the type of music you can put your headsets on, sit in your chair, and just bop your head. So find Gordo B again on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. Download his new album or any of his previous songs. And Gordo B is spelled Gordo, big letter B. And also listen to Funky Times. You can find Funky Times on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And Funky Times is a great band. They mix it up with jazz, funk, rock. They know how to make music and make music right, let alone original. Again, and if you're interested in hiring them for a special event, send them an email, work things out with them, and you won't regret it. So find Funky Times on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And speaking of Funky Times, I use their music to close my podcast. And a 3, 2, and a 1, and a 1, 2, and a 3. God damn it, they're fast. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fondue. I'll be back. So I ask you all, please don't go changing. I'm a gone and a get a gone and a bye.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
You just heard the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, YouTube Music, and on Riverside FM. Subscribe to the Jerry Torres program on Spotify and listen to his previous podcast shows. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, that the Jerry Torres program has been known to bring magic into your heart, mind, and soul.